Hello, guys. Here for another episode of Fat Squad Talks. I am Hot Pocket for the day. Then we also got, if you guys would like to introduce themselves, as Dimple Douching and Fork Outlet.
How's it going?
It's me again.
Yeah. Fork Outlet has his own YouTube channel. He's a hardcore gamer, we could say the least.
Big
I have
gamer.
yet to do this, but
Yeah, but today we're going to be talking about Gay Confederate Generals by a YouTuber known as Remarkable Republican. And this one's quite interesting. We already listened to the first 17 seconds of it. I listened to this video over a year ago. Let's just say this one's a classic. So it has 9,000 views, almost to 10K. More people dislike it than like it, but let me stop talking and let the video do the talking.
Greetings, YouTube. This is Remarkable Republican, here as always to bring you the truth with truth-flavored bias. In a previous video, I laid out a strong case for Robert E. Lee's probable homosexuality. That video was generally well received, at least by those who have historical understanding. Some other
All right, so we gotta at least address first things first. Robert E. Lee, Confederate generals. Yet we have an image of what seems to be maybe a Persian war elephant of some kind,
with the Romans on the back.
Yeah, like something from back in the day. Like he might be like 1,000 years off. Who knows?
Yeah, it's kind of far back. We just murdered Jesus Christ. Let's go.
Yeah. The Civil War was all about Jesus Christ, right? So
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got a question to ask. Why is it all these people that you find sound like me?
No, this person doesn't. I don't think that guy sounds like you. He's more like, hello. He sounds like kind of like a Patrick Star almost, but didn't hit puberty yet.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no, you sound like a 35-year-old like black guy. Yeah. I also find it funny of how condescending he is about how Robert E. Lee being homosexual and saying that only people who have a knowledge of history would actually understand.
Okay. It's kind of like what we were talking about before when we were watching the first 17 seconds. Take the musket.
Yeah.
I mean, according to this guy, all gays are evil, so.
Yeah, Robert E. Lee was just like that musket would be we gotta use our muskets. Those are the size I need, okay, for the pleasure.
Empower my general status.
They called him Stonewall Jackson because whenever he had sex, his face was just a stone wall, had no emotion.
That's how he rose to the rank so high.
Well, he had
just climbed to the top.
Yeah, he fucked his way to the top.
There's spies in our midst.
Yeah, it's like I also like it how he says the truth of a truth-flavored bias. I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, is the truth like opinionated to him, which shouldn't be the case?
It's only the truth if he says it.
Yeah, I guess this man's just God.
Apparently so, with not even 10,000 views.
Yeah,
he empowered himself with the extra length.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, this compensation feels good.
Good.
Oh shit! Let's see what he has to say.
other viewers, who clearly don't know their history very well, demonstrated their ignorance in the comments, but I won't let their lack of knowledge prevent me from laying out the facts and properly informing the public. In this video, I look at some of the less-known Confederate generals who were also homosexuals. Claiborne was...
I'm sorry, that just sounded too funny. That we're like blatant homosexuals.
I love how he only cares about the gays.
Yeah. This guy has some interesting content. He had some stuff on on how Abraham Lincoln's a Nazi, which is a good one too.
Fun fact: did you know Abe was actually a freaking wrestler?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, he was a wrestler. He was probably, but knowing Remarkable Republican, you've probably been like, yeah, he only liked to wrestle because he thought it was a gay pastime. So
He just liked to go for the reach around.
yeah, yeah.
See my status.
Yeah. Abraham Lincoln slithering in. Oh, watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
KO.
Hey son, wanna know how I became president? Check this out. Such butt fucking people.
That was in the deleted scene with that Daniel Day-Lewis movie and all that. That was supposed to be like the full like 2 hours of it. It was just gonna be a gay sex scene, and then he gets shot.
What was that one movie that had Abe Lincoln in it with Civil War, but they're all vampires? Like Abe Lincoln, the Vampire Slayer or something
Oh
like that?
yeah. He probably thinks that's an accurate rendition of. He probably thinks those are based off of real events.
Well, in his opinion, that's probably historically accurate.
Yeah, I like it how, in his opinion, it's like your opinion's based off of historical accuracy. Like, it's a fact because it's my opinion.
Hot Pocket.
So
we already
does
know
that-
this man is God, so.
So does that really imply that there actually was a lot of sucking going on?
On
I
both
don't know,
ends.
maybe so. Yeah, this guy's very dogmatic, to say the least.
For the things we say, we'd probably get flagged.
Oh yeah, no,
But
we're
it's
already
making that for
flagged with
kids.
that shit. Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
A highly capable and popular division commander in the Confederate Army of Tennessee, famous for winning such battles as Perryville. He was also a homosexual. The evidence for Claiborne's homosexuality
I'm sorry, that's just too funny. he's also homosexual.
I mean, you already established that point, but whenever he just says that, he's also homosexual. I just can't.
Yeah, that's pretty redundant. It's just like, he's trying to prove that he's gay, so he just goes, yeah, he's just gay, like almost like making like an unsubstantiated claim. But the substance is coming though, so
Oh God.
we're gonna be blown away. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like, oh, he's a homosexual. Like, stone him now.
Yeah. All right, let's see this substantiated claim.
is even stronger than the case that one could make for General Lee. Claiborne
Yeah, Lee, the ultimate faggot.
It's like, spread him.
Spread them.
It's like his lieutenants were his favorites.
Yeah.
The younger, the better.
Yeah. The younger, the better. Yeah. We always like to recruit young. Why is that, sir? Oh, I'll show you why.
Old enough to bleed, old enough to breed.
Open up that back pussy, son.
Standards.
In
You're
case you didn't
bleeding in my
know,
military? Yes.
in case you didn't know, son, I'm a general, and I'm also a homosexual.
How do you think I got here? I fucked my way to the top.
Ravishing. You looking dashing today, boy. Would you like to pitch my tent?
Claiborne had a staff officer named Irwin Buck, who later wrote a book about his time with General Claiborne. At one point in the book, Buck lays out the nature of their relationship in unambiguous terms. Quote, "We were close and confidential. I habitually messed with him and shared his tent and often his blankets." This is a bold admission of his homosexual affair in the 19th century, when he
What?
What?
So they shared blankets and all that, and they were close friends. So obviously that means they're gay, right?
It's like, this man right here, he is my favorite.
Well,
Use
it depends on the definition. I mean, today, I guess you'd call it gay. Back then, I don't know. They're just war buddies.
Yeah, no, it's like weird. It's just like he's probably the guy that sees women being like right near each other, like in high school, being really close and like locking arms and all that. They're just like telling each other secrets, and since they're close, it's like, oh, probably lesbians. Oh, yeah.
He's like that one soldier that should have been in the Navy.
Yeah.
I am Officer Dinkleberry.
I mean, he's in the army, right?
Well,
yeah, this guy. Yeah, he was a general. So
So he's not gay. If he was in the Navy, he'd be gay,
yeah,
but he's not.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. I like it. They share blankets with each other, so that obviously means that they're like homosexuals. So I don't know how
So Hot
that.
Pocket, like when you
I
let
also
me
think-
borrow one of your games so I can play it, does that mean we're gay?
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah. I mean, that disc, it has a little hole in it, so it's just like, yeah.
It has your fingerprints, my guy. And the
Yeah.
fact that I touched them with my hands. Oh, that's gay, bro.
Yeah, holding hands, extremely gay.
There's a lot of stains on this blanket, sir.
Yeah. Yes. That I just spilled some milk, sir. I have trouble sleeping at night. Oh, do you?
No, I was just thinking about my wife.
Yeah. I wonder if this is the guy that sees that. You know how when we were like, like younger, and we would be traveling around, we'd be in a hotel room, and you had to share a bed with your like brother or sister. That
Yeah.
dude probably looks at those types of families and thinks that they're practicing incest.
Under the covers, probably.
Yeah.
Well, isn't in the military you're supposedly all brothers, so isn't it work together anyways?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what the
rely
heck?
on,
So
you
you're
gotta rely on the guy
always
next to you,
committing
otherwise he'll be
incest.
dead. Well, let's see what else he's got to say.
Alrighty.
He ran the risk of besmirching the legend of Claiborne and possibly facing jail time for his perverted sexual practices. While this passage is buried deep within Buck's book, it was still a bold move and shows that Buck and Claiborne must have had a deep relationship. Aside from this passage, there is also sufficient circumstantial evidence that Claiborne was a homosexual. He was a lifelong bachelor who put off the concerns of others about his life choices by claiming to have multiple girlfriends at any given time. The likelihood is that this was a cover-up and that he got away with not being with a woman by pretending that he was interested in multiple women and feigning indecision. Back
Maybe he's just a bachelor. Maybe he's just a player. Who knows?
For a second, I thought he was going to say Bugs Bunny.
Multiple functions.
Yeah. Patrick Claiborne just loved fucking Bugs Bunny. He liked interspecies sex.
Oh my god.
I am curious, like, where he got all this information. Or in the very least, if he has all this information, what made him think to himself one day, I'm going to make a YouTube video about why this guy's gay.
Yeah, it is. It does seem a little bit strange why he would dive into this topic where he has very little evidence, and he says like, "Oh, being a player is easy. You like cover up for being gay." So I'm like, any player I see, he's like, "Oh, that guy. Oh, he's flirting with women. A bunch of them. Faggot."
Guys, yeah, guys with pictures on their dick. Nah, they're gay. They're just covering it up.
It's just gay. It sounds like the guy that got super petty when he saw in like high school, the popular guys with all these girls. He's just like, nope, that guy's probably gay though.
This guy's probably the type of person that asked a girl out and got rejected because she was a lesbian.
Yeah, I know, right? He's like, oh, she didn't like me? Lesbian. Oh, she has a friend that's also a girl? Proof. Evidence.
In my opinion, I
God
think
damn
she's
right.
lesbian, according to history.
This person's rugging it right now.
Yeah. I bet his Twitter handle was heroic heterosexual.
He got the Medal of Honor for that one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
then, there was no sex before marriage, so this was a good way for Claiborne to disguise his true sexual orientation. In addition, many people over the years have wondered why Claiborne was passed up for higher command. One reason, which no doubt has a lot of truth to it, is that Claiborne's proposal to free and arm the slaves to fight for the Confederacy made the other generals uncomfortable. However, it is also likely that there were rumors of Claiborne's relationship with Irving Buck, which may have seeped out and made Claiborne's loyalty suspect in the eyes of the Confederate High Command.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure the whole idea about freeing slaves to fight for them looked like didn't look all that great. So I think that's a much stronger case than, the dude was a closeted homosexual.
Yo, imagine being this guy, fucking being dead, and 100-something years later, there's some guy on the internet calling you gay.
That must be very interesting. Yeah, that's a good point.
Probably rolling around his grave like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Yeah, no, it is Halloween. Maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll reincarnate himself or something like that. And just be like, I'm not a faggot, you're a faggot.
And then dies again.
Rob,
Yeah,
Nope. According to history, in my opinion, you're still gay.
According to history, in my opinion, you're gay. That's a great line.
it's like a Nazi Antifa. Be like, no, you're gay.
No, you're gay. I can't be gay. I'm the heroic heterosexual.
That's basically everyone's argument in 2020. According to history and my opinion.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely. I don't know, the prior claim that is the one that's, dare I say it, mainstream. Not trying to degrade it, saying that he wanted free slaves seems so much stronger and all that. Did he say anything else? I believe he said something else that we.
No, it was just free the slaves, and the relationship was cracked through, and he lost loyalty from that.
Yeah, I think he was talking a little bit about
It pretty much supported the North when he did that.
yeah, like he's like, let's free the slaves to fight. It's like, no, not really. Yeah, because the slaves, I could see why that would be like kind of bad, because the Confederates, were against abolishing slavery. They wanted it, so it's just like, yeah, I can see why that could be some issues and all that. And slavery was a part of their economy back then, so I could see why substituting soldiers for the economy could be a little bit of an issue.
I'm not even sure why they would need to free the slaves in order to do that. They could literally just make them do that.
Yeah,
they just forced them. And didn't they force some of them anyways?
I think
some
so.
of them, yeah, I think so. Yeah, they forced some of them, but they didn't arm them, I believe. I think this guy wanted to arm the slaves, so.
And that was kind of like a problem because they think they would turn against them. But I believe when they did that, they put them on separate squads.
Yeah, or they didn't arm them or something like that. Yeah.
They're like, we're gonna make you an Apache helicopter. Let's go.
Yeah. You got the slave helicopter unit coming in.
Just a bunch of black people without weapons.
Yeah, no, imagine if they just gave them they just gave all their slaves like all this like a helicopter and all that. They all had like this super high-tech technology and they just leave with it. They just go to like Canada or something. Just fly off.
We're free now.
Yeah. Take that, suckers.
We're gonna go get some syrup, eh?
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, they all just start feeling like, oh, we're Canadian, all that.
Well, let's see why else this guy's gay.
Yeah.
Another gay Confederate general was James J. Archer, who commanded a brigade in General Lee's Army of Northern Virginia. Archer earned the nickname Little Gamecock for his ferocity in battle, although it is possible that this was an indirect reference to his homosexual practices.
I'm pretty sure gay, I don't know, just because it has cock in it, it's not because it's gay. Like,
little gamecock. Okay.
I mean, we got people called Richard would call him Dick, even
Yeah,
2020. So
yeah, we call them Dick because they love Dick, obviously, right? Yeah.
because they're gay. Oh, you were born with the name Richard, and your parents gave it to you? Nah, you gay.
Yeah, you're just gay. Yeah, it's like in Black Ops 1, JFK when Richard Nixon goes, it sounds like someone's breaking in, and JFK goes, it's just a storm, Dick, sit down. He was just calling him a faggot for being scared.
He was just afraid because he thought someone was breaking into his asshole.
Yeah.
Feels like someone's breaking in. It's just a dick. Sit down.
Yeah. Honestly, what does gamecock mean? Can someone look that up?
I'll look it up.
I think that's a isn't that one where they like shoot a chicken or something like that? That's what it kind of sounds like, but I don't know.
It might be, yeah.
Like because I know they had a lot of games like where it came from either hunting animals or like, you know,
A rooster of a fighting breed, a one bred and trained for fighting.
oh, so it is like a game, but it's just chicken fighting.
Well, I mean,
That was pretty
he
famous
got
back then.
he
Yeah.
got the title Little Gamecock, which basically means he was like a fighting type of person.
So
Well,
we
based off of this guy's opinion, which is historically accurate, you're wrong. He's a faggot.
Even though literally said that's a rooster trained to fight. No, Gamecock just means he had cock for game. A game for cock.
Yeah, no, they call him Gamecock because his cock was so huge and he could last forever.
It's like, I don't need a musket, guys. I will
Yeah.
charge right in.
Yeah,
I got it.
yeah,
Come
Yeah,
at
the
them
one
so
man that
hard
never-
they'll die.
yeah. Biggest cock in the Confederate generals was this guy, Archer. Archer, yeah.
You know what? What if this guy is a closet homosexual and he's just bashing on other people because he's afraid to tell it himself?
I've remembered that's a stereotype and a kind of a joke. So I don't know, dude. The fact that he talks so much about gay people must mean he's gay. So yeah, based off of our opinion, he's a faggot. Yeah.
Yeah, according to history and our opinion, we think
So pretty
he's
much this
faggot.
guy just goes to straight assumptions.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably like the guy that goes, he probably thinks that, oh yeah, I saw a fat guy on Christmas Day. He must have been Santa Claus.
I just saw this homeless guy with a long beard. It was Santa.
Yeah, Santa.
Ready to keep going?
Archer attended Princeton and got a law degree there, where the other students called him Sally, due to his slight build and effeminate traits. In addition, Archer never married or had any known female companionship. Simultaneously, he consistently kept to his soldier's life, fighting in both the Mexican War and then re-entering the U.S. Army in 1855. This suggests that Archer was very fond of male bondage and didn't like civilian life, which had...
Okay, so they nicknamed him Sally, which is a common nickname, yeah. Like calling someone a Sally, like that term gets used a lot. Or if you want to go like regional, you know, you could call someone like a Mary. And this guy, if he was small, and knowing people's heights back then were much shorter than they are, you know, 150, 160 years later. Yeah, this guy probably was maybe like 5 foot, like flat, like, you know, and usually, you know, he could have been degraded because of his height.
You know what? Look up his height. I'm kind of curious now.
Yeah, yeah.
What was this guy's name's James something?
It was like Archer. He was a
James-
Confederate general. Listening to that texting is so sexy.
No, he wasn't a Confederate general. He was a gay general.
Yeah, he was a gay general. Yeah. The reason why they separate from the Union was because they were the true gays in the thing. They're like, no, we need to prove gay marriage.
I mean, who knows? Maybe this guy just really enjoyed the military life. There's some people like that out there. Maybe he wasn't interested in women simply because he just didn't have any sexual, I don't know, attraction. Like, you know, some people, I think they are asexual where they don't feel anything for anyone. This guy could have been one of them.
Yeah, yeah. I think with with his case, he might have been off at war or something a lot, so he couldn't settle down and get married. So, I mean, this guy seems like he was constantly going around and fighting and all of that. The fact that he was known as a gamecock, he was known for basically, yeah, just so it was like a fierce fighter. So, you know what? Maybe he was just in there. Maybe he just didn't have the time to do it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about his height though.
Nothing about his height. Yeah.
Unless you guys can find it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but I'll take the thing that he probably had a slight build and all of that people were much smaller back then. So, because Abraham Lincoln was an absolute unit at 6'4".
Yeah, I know. For him, he was the god.
Yeah. So, Abraham Lincoln during his State of the Union, Jess. Now, I'm trying to be humble as much as possible, but I'm just sorry, guys. I'm just God at this point.
I'm God. You know what? I am superior, but I will free the slaves.
Yeah, I will free those.
My decision.
Yeah, the Confederates were just salty. It's just like, if you're gonna free slaves, you might as well allow gay people to marry and all that. And they're just like, what? Oh, never mind. We'll just fight a war just to make ourselves look manly.
You look extravagant.
Yeah.
I'm sure the gay community is gonna be like, no, you can't just change him back to being a heterosexual. That's not how history works.
Yeah.
He's a homo, like
They're like-
us.
They're like, yes, we must insert
more.
All right, where else is
So many
guy got?
fewer men in uniform. William S. Loring was another Confederate general who was probably a homosexual. He commanded 80 units in
Pause.
Virginia and
First of all, this guy's an absolute fucking unit, all right? And second of all, I love how he says, who is probably a homosexual. Like, he doesn't even know. I thought you were historically and, in your opinion, accurate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like it how this general. This guy looks like he's from like Eastern Europe or somewhere, like a general like Southern Eastern Europe, like around there, around that region, like almost like kind of close to Turkey with his garb and all that. Yeah, this man's definitely thick.
Yeah, this man's got some weight to him.
Yeah.
He's ready to destroy. He's like, ooh, I will split you in half.
I wonder if his point's gonna be like, this guy gained a ton of weight, so he seemed unattracted to women. Obviously, meaning he's gay.
Which, it probably explains why he's so well at the receiving end of the cock.
Oh,
The game
yes.
cock.
As you see, this man has a sword. It was probably a thrusting tool.
He's like, sir, gotta finish this Big Mac.
Yeah.
Gonna finish this fight.
Yeah. Yeah. He probably thinks Master Chief's gay too because he has an AI companion that he hasn't banged yet. So
He's always simping hard.
yeah. Yeah. If you're a simp, you're probably gay.
He's like a simp right there.
If you exist and you talk to me, in my opinion, and being historically accurate, I think you are gay.
Yeah. I like how this guy in his about section describes himself as a generalist, like, and all that. So, always found that strange.
Hey, is this guy kind of Jewish? Look at his hat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, Jewish? Obviously gay. Yeah.
He wants those children.
Yeah. Let's continue.
and in the Army of Tennessee during the Civil War. He was mostly famous for quarreling with senior generals, and he so seriously outraged Stonewall Jackson's honor that he threatened to resign on account of Loring's insolence. Since being argumentative and petty is a characteristic behavior of homosexuals, and since the very right to Stonewall Jackson,
Well, Donald Trump argues a lot.
Oh my
Obviously
God.
gay.
I love the way
you
he
know.
just
Joe
said that.
Biden argues. Obviously gay. It's
So wait, if anyone argues, does that mean they're gay?
I guess so, yeah. So
If
anyone that
anyone's
argues against
petty.
him in his comment section is gay. Guys, I think your sexuality must be in question here because we're arguing with them.
Oh
And if you're
God!
petty, and do
Apparently,
petty things, then
we
you're
have
gay.
magically inverted.
Bro, I
Where did
can't
it
believe
go?
it. Like, all of a sudden, I want to put my dick in somebody's asshole. What's going on?
God, what? No, all I did, I was just fighting for, for political reasons. Now I'm gay? What?
They put a spell on me. I must attack.
It's called the gay curse. If you do anything according to how this guy says it, you automatically turn gay. There is no way back.
There's no way. There's no way out.
There's no way. I have seen the glitter. It is magical.
conduct, there's already some strong evidence of his gay tendencies. More importantly, Loring was actually called a homosexual and accused of having a lover's quarrel with a staff officer by General William Edward Grumble Jones. Jones also added that he had never seen Loring with a woman. In addition, Loring went to Egypt, converted to Islam, and became a general there under the pharaoh for nearly a decade. Since Islam tends to offer cover for homosexuals by shielding people from sexual contact, and Loring was a lifelong bachelor, it is likely that Loring joined Islam as a way to camouflage his homosexual lifestyle.
What? So
So
he converted to Islam, which I'm pretty sure they would throw homosexuals off
yeah,
of roofs.
doesn't Islam persecute homosexuals? If I'm
Yeah.
mistaken.
But it's a
So-
common cover apparently, just to convert to Islam. Yeah.
Like,
But then
you
again,
know,
didn't they like fuck anything?
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, this is very strange. I don't know why converting to Islam would be such a cover. Like this guy goes out of his way to go to Egypt and all of that. So
he's like, well, I'm gay and I can't tell anyone about this. Let's convert
Like-
to a new religion and live somewhere else entirely.
He's
That
like,
sounds like a great plan.
he wanted a bunch of men to wrap him in tape and turn him into a mummy.
yeah, what was the quote of him being gay? He didn't even say it. Like he just said like,
No.
oh, he said he was gay. It was just like
Pop,
what?
you forget. He said he's probably gay. He doesn't even know. That's the reason
Yeah,
why
no.
he's just saying all this shit.
But his opinions, his opinions though are automatically historically accurate.
Yeah, no, you are right. His opinions are historically accurate.
Oh
His
look,
opinions can't be biased or anything. No.
oh look, Stonewall Jackson. Let's see what this guy has to say about the prime homosexual behind Robert E. Lee, of course.
If you will recall my video on Robert E. Lee, you'll remember that I proved that the famous Virginian general was a homosexual. Since making that video, I have done further research, and I think that I have uncovered Lee's partner in the Army of Northern Virginia. Thomas J. Stonewall Jackson was Lee's most famous and most skilled general, and I am fairly confident that he was a homosexual. Jackson was with Lee in Mexico, so the two men knew each other well. Jackson was well known for being withdrawn and holding very, very strong Christian views which bordered on fanatical. That could come from his guilt over his homosexual desires in a world before there were pastors who could help him pray the gay away. Although he proved
He probably goes, oh, Sarah Palin, probably a lesbian, you know. Hit her up on the DMs, didn't respond. So
Oh my god. I love what he just said. Pray the gay away.
I want to break that stone wall.
yeah, no,
Bro,
yeah. I
like
gotta break it now. Yeah. No,
for
I
a
like
time
that.
period where it was just infatuation with women during a war. There's a lot of gay people apparently.
Yeah, no, right? Yeah, yeah. This guy was I remember this guy was a devout Christian. So if he's a devout Christian, he's obviously gay. So it's just like, dude, I didn't know
like-
this. He probably thinks that 1 in 3 people are actually gay.
It's like, oh, you devote your entire life to the Christian beliefs. Nah, you gay.
Yeah, no, you gay, bro.
You straight up sucking dick.
No need for you.
Yeah.
I'm praying away. Hopefully God will forgive me.
Dear God, please take the gay urge out of my cock and put it in someone else. Thank you and amen.
Yeah, no. And since he was withdrawn, it wasn't just because he was a quiet guy or a self-reserved guy. It means he's gay, obviously.
Doesn't talk much, gay. Talks
Gay.
a lot, argues, gay. Petty, gay.
Gay.
Exists, gay.
It's like, oh, he did that? No, he must be glitter fucked now.
Oh, he was doing it because it was a cover-up.
It's a cover.
Still love that. Pray the gay away. What an amazing line. I'm going to use that sometime.
worthy of the promotions he received from Lee, he was promoted to Corps Command by Lee before he had shown himself worthy. Since we know that Lee was gay, and we see some gay tendencies in Jackson, it is not a big stretch to imagine that the two of them were lovers. When Jackson died at Chancellorsville, Lee cried in a way that one would not cry over a subordinate. His reaction seemed like how a man would react to the death of his lover. Until next time, I'm
Based off of what? And if like someone dying, like someone crying over someone dying, just seems normal and human. Like, nope, you're gay.
I mean, oh no, like, God forbid one of my best friends dies and I can't cry because if I do, that just means I'm gay.
Yeah, no, just doesn't make any sense.
That makes no sense. Like, yeah, your friend died, of course. I'd imagine so.
Yeah, Stonewall Jackson is like one of the greatest generals like ever. Like, and like Winston Churchill would read stuff and study him. He got promoted, and this guy was like, no, this guy got promoted because he was obviously a homosexual.
It's the kind of guy that would look at George Washington and be like, I smell some gayness on him.
Yeah, no, the founding fathers had a lot of respect for him. Gay.
They're all in coercion together in bed, so gay.
Gay. They knew each other. Extremely gay.
They acknowledge each other's existence. Gay.
Gay, yeah. So, guys, I think we learned a lot from history. I have to say, I learned a lot more from the internet than I did ever learn from school from this guy. I'm glad this guy has red-pilled me greatly.
Or the history books or any other media you could find that says otherwise. But, you know, this man is historically and in his opinion accurate.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm accurate. I create my own facts.
Yeah.
His main message is to pray the gay away, and
Yeah,
you'll be
just pray
fine.
Yeah, this guy, there was no pastors back then to pray the gay away, even though there was a pastor in probably every town.
I'm really wondering how this guy got all this information.
Yeah, I really wonder why. Yeah,
Remarkable
or how.
Republic.
We like smoking one night and decided,
Bias, signing out.
Yeah, he's bringing you the truth and the true flavor bias. Yeah.
yo,
here's more
let's see
stuff.
that like to dislike ratio.
Yeah,
Oof.
45 to 114. Yeah.
Let's look at some
In
of the
this video, I
comments,
share
huh?
my latest research into which Confederate generals were homosexuals. Doesn't cite anything though, so
Let's look at the
Yeah.
comments. I also love he's got 500 subscribers, so 500 idiots believe this guy.
yeah. Sir, out of interest, I checked out some of your other videos, and really, Hillary Clinton had bubonic plague. I'm not sure about history, but your grip with Sandy seems doubtful.
No, this man has to be baiting. There's no way in hell.
Abe
He's
Lincoln
serious.
was a homosexual. It's very likely that Lincoln had a homosexual relation, but he could have been bisexual. Lincoln had a bit hard time pinning down in terms of sexual orientation. Just bisexual, guys, yeah.
This man's straight up baiting. I swear
Yeah.
to God.
But anyway, though, our Zoom time is running out, but this is Fat Squad signing out, and we're giving you a true flavored bias, whatever the fuck that means.
Right.
In our opinion, we are historically accurate.
Yeah.
We are great.
Yeah.
Nah, niggas.
Yeah, that's a good word. That's family friendly.